Okay, so so today let me show you how to use your or how to navigate through your tradingview app. So currently I'm on my tradingview app, and most times where I normally go to is okay. So for you to launch your tradingview app, you need to come to this menu first, then create an account. As you can see, I already have an account. You get, this is my own account, Clark FX. You get, then at this point here where you have settings, you can decide to like change the settings of your charts. You get and other stuff here. You get, then this one is ideas, explore. I don't think I even come to this side. So after that, after you have created your account, the next thing you need to do is to go to your watch list. Now you might have some pairs on your watch list, like this is my own watch list. You get, I also have my red list. These are my red list, but most importantly your watch list. Now on this watch list, now these are the pairs you trade. You get, what it means is that every day you are supposed to come, like early in the morning, you check out all your pairs to know the one you'll be trading for the day. You get, now after that, another thing you need to know is you will now go to the charts. Now in the charts, now this is where you do the whole work. You get, on the charts, this is where you do the whole work. So I'm going to like explain why my screen is on portrait, then also explain why my screen is on landscape. So if you want to zoom out when you're on portrait, you just pinch your screen and zoom out like this. See, zoom out. If you want to zoom in, you just zoom in, pinch your screen and zoom in like this. See, you can zoom in, and zoom in. But the best way is once you are able to see the candles clearly like this, or you can add it again like this, is okay. You get, now let me show you the tools we'll be using. So as you can see, I have some tools start here. You get, all these tools, these are the ones I use, but they are already arranged on my laptop, so I will not be pinning them on my screen here. Okay, so the first tool we are going to talk about is the horizontal ray. Let me bring it out. So the horizontal ray, as you can see, there is the horizontal ray. So for me to use it, I use the horizontal ray to mark out my support and resistance levels in the market. You get, so if I want to mark out my support and resistance levels in this, or if I want to mark out all the support and resistance levels in this point, is, remember we said support and resistance are any turning point in the market. So this point is a support, so I can mark here, then go back again and take another two, mark here. Or then if I don't want to go back, I can actually long press that tool, and you see where you say clone. I'll click on clone. You see it has cloned this thing, then I will now drag the one it's cloned, keep it up instead of going back to get it. Then if I click here again, it will show me clone again, then I can drag it again to any place where I want. I see now I'm doing it. I can also click on any of these horizontal ray, clone, then mark out the next level. So I've actually marked out all the resistance and support levels in this market. You get, now what I said is that support and resistance, we use them with the most recent and relevant ones in the market. So if I want to go by the most recent and relevant ones in the market, I have to delete this. Let me see, I will delete this, then I will go with this 3, or I might decide to delete this too, but I can just leave that and go with this 3. Now after you might have done that, the next thing you need to do is, okay, this I've explained how to use the horizontal ray. You get, now let me explain how to use the rectangular box, because we use the rectangular box to draw our support and resistance. You get, so if I go to my charts, see rectangle, if I click on it and come to any place I want, then I will just click on it and drag it to any direction I want. I can drag it upward, I can drag it small, I can even make it smaller, any size you want to use, but this comes with experience. Then you just tap on the screen to go out. You can also do the same thing, like clone it, the same way we did in that one. Then you just drag it, you get, or you can just decide to be going back to get your horizontal support levels, you get. If I come back here, this, so this is how I use the horizontal raise, now the next thing is, this thing I want to show you how to use is, that's very, very important, is the trend line. Now the trend line, we use the trend line to mark okay, for me to use the trend line, let me switch to landscape mode so that I can see it clearly. So for you to use the same way we said we use horizontal ray to mark out support and resistance, that aligns horizontally, we use the trend line to mark out support and resistance levels too that are diagonal, you get. Now this point now is a support, here is a support, here is a support, here is a support, here is a support. So if I want to connect it to the trend line, I'll just click on that trend line, tap and drag it like this. I've connected it. You can also connect this one. Now for you to have a good trend line, you must have 2 peaks and 2 troughs. That means 2 highs and 2 lows. Now when we talk of highs and low, these are what we mean. This point here is a low, where there is a sudden change in price. You get, where price reverse, that place is your low. Where price reverse here again too is your low, you get. So for you to connect a trend line, you must have 2 highs or 2 low, you get, for you to be able to connect a trend line. Now another tool I want to explain is the which one should I explain next? Okay, long position. So if you want to buy a trade, the long position, you just use it to indicate, it helps you calculate the number of pips and your loss and profit gains in the market. So let's say I wanted to take this trade now and my entry is here. If I click on that long position, you see it will bring out the red box and the green side. You can choose to increase it to any size that you want, you get. Increase it up, this, and it will be like this. The same thing applies for the short position. You just do this, click on any point. See, for the short, the stop loss, the red side is above, that means that is your stop, while the green side is below, you get. So that is how to use the long and short position. Then another interesting tool I love to use is the paths. So this one explain how price move like this. If you want to teach, or if you want to like backtest, you use this tool. Or you want to like draw something, you just use this tool to backtest. You see, this is how it's going. This is how you use the tool. Get. So it's called the paths, you get. There are a lot of tools here that you also need, but for now that is just that. Now let me show you how to analyze the charts now with your phone. Let me do a full analysis now with my phone. So what I will do is, let me just clear out this. I don't want this video to be too long. So this is my weekly time frame. Now I'm going to use the horizontal ray, and I also use the box to analyze the same chart so that you can see it clearly. Now we're starting from higher time frame. As you can see, we are on our weekly time frame, you get. So the next thing we need to do is to draw out our support and resistance levels in the market. So we bring out our horizontal ray, and this is the first one I'm seeing, then this is the second one I'm seeing, and this is the third one I'm seeing on the weekly time frame. As you can see, my color is green on the weekly time frame. Then what I will now do is, I will now go to the daily time frame and look out for the same thing too, you get. Currently now on the daily time frame, the only important zone I'm seeing is here, this zone. Then I will change the color to blue, you get. So these are what I'm seeing here. Which other zone is important here? Then I will now go to my 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, you notice that this zone is important too, because price has been reacting based on that zone. See, that zone is very, very important. So after this now, what do you do? So after this, you have the ability to, like, okay, say this is what the chart looks like. That means there's high probability, because this is the support level, price is bouncing up of that support level. There's high tendency possibility that the market will move from this level to this point here, or the market can actually break it to the downside. So how will you know which side to take? Now this one comes with experience. You get, once you start analyzing the charts by yourself and also doing assignments and back testing, then you get to know, you get to know where, if the market will actually go up or come down. Okay, but for me, looking at this thing, I'm expecting this market to at least come back to this zone here, this zone. So if I use the paths, I'm expecting the market to come back to this zone and do something like this. Then break below. This is what I'm expecting the market to do. So I can put my short position somewhere around here, because I want to sell. Short is for sale. Then just my stop, my take profit here. Something like this. You get. So this is how to analyze the chart with your phone. See, with only support and resistance, I was able to analyze the chart and say, okay, this is where my entry is. I can also decide to add trend line to this analysis for me to have a clear and correct entry. So if I click on this thing here and click on this stuff here, so this is how it looks like. So I'm anticipating that price might move into this zone, then start selling from that point. That's what I'm anticipating. You get. Now let me clear everything here and show you how to analyze with box instead of lines. So let me go back to my weekly time frame. Now remember, anytime your screen is like this, you're not seeing it well, it means that your distance is not on auto rotate to screen. So you come to this point here, this point, see that place I circled, that is where you click, that is the settings there. Then you click on auto rotate to screen, auto fit to screen. Yeah, are you seeing how the chart now fits with my screen? So that's how it is. So let me use box. So for me to use box, I need to mark out my lows and my highs. So let me click here. Because this is my weekly, I will change my color to green. Then I also click on the next one. So after this, I will now go down to my daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, I draw the same box too. But this time I'll have to change the color to blue. Okay, so I wanted to change the color of this. Perfect. So what is the next thing I'm looking at? The next thing I'm looking at is going to my lower time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame. But before I do that, I'm also seeing another point where I did not mark up this consolidation around this point. I did not mark that. Okay. So if I go down to my 4-hour time frame, so like I said in July, this thing, I want the market to come into this point. So this is how it will look like. This is 4 hours. I will change this to gray. So the market will tend to come up into this point, maybe something like this. So this is all the analysis I have for this particular pair now. But this is just simple price action you get. So that's that. I hope you can just look at this stuff and at least try to repeat what I just did now. Okay, now I'll see you.